we are moving to warfighting readiness as the central purpose of our armed forces. When we are being directly threatened by states with advanced military forces, the most effective way to deter them is to be ready. And frankly, to show them that we're ready. As you may have seen, a couple of months ago, just after dawn on a drizzly morning, if you can believe it, I took a boat out onto the Firth to meet one of our Vanguard class submarines as it came back off patrol. And it was a record-breaking patrol. We boarded the sub. It had just surfaced. Had been at sea, maintaining our continuous at-sea deterrent for months on end, a really long shift, and met what was quite a remarkable crew. And I'll remember that day for the rest of my life, because it was very clear to me that there is no greater duty than the one that they carry. No task more vital. Our security, NATO's security, depends on them. And I had the privilege of being shown around and talked to many teams on the sub. Saw them rushing to their battle stations to conduct a firing drill. And wherever I went on the sub, whichever team I was talking to, from the engineers, the cooks, the navigators, over and over again, there was a sort of unofficial motto that they told me, their motto: nothing works unless we all work together. And in this moment of danger and threat for our country, that is the spirit that we need. The strategic defence review that I'm launching today will bring that unity of purpose to the whole of the United Kingdom, to mobilise the nation in a common cause, recognising in these dangerous times that when it comes to defence of the realm, and the defence of everything that we hold dear, nothing works unless we all work together. From every man and woman serving in uniform, to the workers building the next generation of subs in Barrow, from the brilliant workers and apprentices right here in Govan, building the new Type 26 frigates, like the two that you can see being built right behind me, to our tech experts, our scientists, our engineers, who are pioneering battlefield innovations and cyber defences. Every part of society, every citizen of this country has a role to play. Because we have to recognise that things have changed. In the world of today, the front line, if you like, is here. The threat we now face is more serious, more immediate, and more unpredictable than at any time since the Cold War. We face war in Europe, new nuclear risks, daily cyber attacks, growing Russian aggression in our waters, menacing our skies, their reckless actions driving up the cost of living here at home, creating economic pain and hitting working people the hardest. A new era in the threats that we face demands a new era for defence and security. Not just to survive in this new world, but to lead. We will never gamble with our national security. Instead, we will act in the national interest. And that's why I place national security at the heart of our plan for change. That's why I launched this strategic defence review within days of becoming Prime Minister. And now it has delivered. And I want to thank the reviewers, especially Lord Robertson, who is with us today. Thank you so much for your work and the work of the other reviewers. What you've delivered is a blueprint to make Britain safer and stronger. A battle-ready, armour-clad nation with the strongest alliances and the most advanced capabilities equipped for the decades to come.
Mr. Speaker, the world has changed. We must respond. The SDR is our plan for change for defence, a plan to meet the threats we face, a plan to step up on European security and lead in NATO, a plan that learns the lessons from Ukraine, a plan to seize the defence dividend from our record increase in defence investment to boost jobs and growth throughout the United Kingdom, and a plan to put the men and women of our armed forces at the heart of our defence plans. Better pay, better kit, better housing. Through the SDR, we will make our armed forces stronger and the British people safer. And I'd like, Mr. Speaker, through you, to thank those who led the SDR. Lord Robertson of Port Ellen, General Barrons, and Dr. Fiona Hill. The politician, the soldier, and the foreign policy expert, as they say themselves in their foreword. They have put in a huge effort alongside others. This is a first of its kind, externally led review, a process in which we received 8,000 submissions from experts, individuals, organisations and MPs from across the House, including the Shadow Defence Secretary. I thank them all, and I thank those in the MOD who have contributed to this SDR.
I want to set out 3 fundamental changes that we're going to deliver. First, we are moving to warfighting readiness as the central purpose of our armed forces. When we are being directly threatened by states with advanced military forces, the most effective way to deter them is to be ready. And frankly, to show them that we're ready, to deliver peace through strength. Third, we will innovate and accelerate innovation at a wartime pace, so we can meet the threats of today and of tomorrow as the fastest innovator in NATO.
Mr. Speaker, our armed forces will always do what's needed to keep the nation safe, 24/7 in more than 50 countries around the world. But in a more dangerous world, the SDR confirms that we must move to warfighting readiness. Warfighting readiness means stronger deterrence. We need stronger deterrence to avoid the huge costs, human and economic, that wars create. And we prevent wars by being strong enough to fight and win them. And that is what has made NATO the most successful defence alliance in history over the last 75 years. So, Mr. Speaker, we will establish a new hybrid navy by building Dreadnought, AUKUS submarines, cutting-edge warships and new autonomous vessels. Our carriers will carry the first hybrid air wings in Europe. We will develop the next generation RAF with F-35s, upgraded Typhoons, 6th-gen GCAP and autonomous fighters to defend Britain's skies and to be able to strike anywhere in the world. And we will make the British Army 10 times more lethal by combining future technology of drones, autonomy and AI with the heavy metal of tanks and artillery.